here to talk about Quantico Season 1, Episode 5, Found. And I just feel like, because they've been at Quantico for 5 weeks now, I feel like there's so much sexual tension built up that it just exploded in this episode. But we'll talk about the good stuff later. Okay, at the academy, Alex is still fussing with her mother because now, from the last episode, she found out the truth. Ryan talks to Miranda's like, I don't know what to do with O'Connor because he's probably on to me, but I know something is up about Alex and it's not right. She's like, I'm going to deal with it. I'll figure out what he wants. What is he trying to do? Don't you do anything. Elias is still watching Simon. Find out Simon knows how to fight. He lied to Elias and like, I was Skyping with Max when actually he was looking at his Facebook page and was trying to request a friendship. Max accepts his friendship and then I guess they talk and he invites him to his job assignment. We'll talk about job assignment a little later. So Max comes to the place. Simon takes him to the hotel room, say, wait on me. Elias goes up. Lies and said that Simon told him to come keep him company, and he finds out that Max and Simon have a mutual friend he met. He called him up, said, can you meet me? You meet him. They take a picture in front of Grand Central Station. He haven't heard from him in a few weeks, and then he gets a call from him, or he reaches out to him, and then he shows up to the hotel. I guess Elias tells him something, so Max leaves. When Simon come back, it's just Elias, and he's like, I'm offended, basically, that you're not gay and all the stuff that I had to go through, and you're sitting there being somebody you're not. I'm going to tell Miranda O'Connor when we get back to Quantico, and you're never going to step foot in there again. So Simon finally tells him that he used to be a Israeli Defense Force, and that they sent him to Gaza, and he did some things that he could not live with, and in order to cope with it, he built this persona where he wears glasses, he likes coffee, which he hates, and then he is gay. He apologized to Elias, and I feel like that was okay, because Elias was about to go and have a meeting with Miranda and tell it all. So that was okay. Nima's sister had told her, like, Simon likes you, and I'm gonna make it work. Naima comes and sees Simon when he's leaving Elias and is like, do you want to go for a walk? Says okay. So I think Elias is okay now about Simon. Let's talk about the Simon. They had to create personas of a white collar that would work for Fortune 500. Once they did that, then they had to go to this networking event for this company. It was basically like a retreat where they had to network and they had to get a meeting with the CEO based on their personas. But the last minute changed because agents have to come up with covers on the fly. They exchanged it with the person next to them. They go, they network. Shelby is in there and she's making headway, but every time she do, Caleb sabotages it. And the reason he does that is because when they were at the place that they're at right now training, Caleb got caught shooting practice, and it was his second warning. It was like, it won't be a third, because as an analyst, you don't supposed to fire any weapons at all because you're an analyst. So he thinks Shelby told on him, and he's like, you better watch your back. The whole time he's sabotaging her at the place, and then she confronts him, and they have sex. I mean, wild sex. It was like throwing stuff away, falling into, yeah. Okay, Alex and Ryan and Nima ended up and another guy that we don't know, a recruit or whatever, they ended up getting into the room to meet the CEO. Okay, let me back up. Nima, or the sister, again, I don't know what the sister's name is, she was at the party, and then she get called up, and she's telling her sister, like, we decided this is my night. Miranda, her whole point is, when you have twins, one is always there to get the information, and then while the other one is there, then the other one is relaying information. So they're always switching. So for this exercise, they had to change places every hour on the hour and be able to change information in a short amount of time. And unlike the other people, if they failed this assignment, they were out of the academy, because if you can't pass at a cocktail, then you can't pass in terrorist groups. So they had to do that. Nemo ended up meeting the person that was the right-hand person, I think, of CEO. And she tells her, you don't worry about him because he's out. You don't need him. Okay, so all four of them get into the room. And then the lady that was talking to Nemo was like, the CEO is out. I'm the new person. So then she goes and talks to her. So she pretty much wins. So Miranda finds out at the place, we find out that Miranda and O'Connor were having an affair, which we already knew. Both of them was married. Miranda was willing to leave her husband. O'Connor wasn't, but they just broke up. So she asked him, like, what's going on? Why are you doing stuff off the books with Alex? And he said that she has stuff on them that can mess up, you know, all of them. And I'm thinking is what Sita was talking about, where they did something that they shouldn't have done. But I don't think Alex realized she knows. Ryan asked Miranda about it later. She said, drop it because it is national security. So I don't think he's going to really drop it. But we will see. Miranda's son gets probation. Let's talk about present day. Ryan and Simon call Alex and tells her that now it's a shoot to kill order on her. So she's feeling sad. She's like, I need to tell my story so I don't get shot. She goes on the dark web, finds somebody to talk to. It was a guy and a girl, and then they meet. She brings Shelby along, and they're talking to a question about her past, about the 1 year she was missing in India. And she was like, she wanted to go and see the world, and she met some people, and the guy that they were referring to, he had got killed. She was like, none of the people I met were terrorists. It's just easy to label them as that when you kill them. They do the interview, and then the FBI is able to locate her location. She was at a mosque. So the guy, the leader, wouldn't let them in and stuff, so they get out. So, you know, the women have on their headpiece and everything, all you can see their eyes. So Alex is able to escape, but she leaves Shelby behind. The two people that interviewed her help her get away, so they gave her passports and they give her a laptop and everything. She's, I think, at a hotel. But Shelby is there, and they bring her back to the headquarters, and Simon and Ryan are a little nervous because she could tell what they did. She didn't tell, and she told them, basically, I have a problem with Alex, but I don't think she did it. So now she got Simon on her team, she got Shelby on her team, and she got Ryan. During this whole time, Simon had requested for a list of the agents that were at or near Grand Central Station because you had to be within a 2-block radius to detonate the bomb. And they found out that Caleb and Naima are on the roster, so I'm pretty sure they're going to come back in present day next episode. Okay, let's talk about the juicy stuff. Okay, when they're in the hotel room waiting to see the CEO, this is in Academy time. Ryan and Alex stayed upstairs in the room, and it had a bar, so it got juicy. I was watching the scene, and then I heard my song come on. I was like, ooh.
It was okay to stop.
Oh, and then it was like 4 plays with a soundtrack.
You would have known it. I'll help you.
I said, oh.
Just want a simple thing.
I was like, what? Oh my God. Subscribe to this page. Let me know what you thought about that high esteeming scene. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ReallyMadalyn. Okay.